This message is for the chosen, the Lightworkers, 144,000, the apostles. I am the light, the fire, the blood, and the echo of the Lion and the Lamb of Nazarene. I have a message for you from Source, and I want to tell you that we haven't had the chance to meet yet properly. I have really just started this channel after about a year of Source asking me to do so. This was okay. This was a divine plan. I had to get my head around my divine path, and I have, and I'm ready. And so I wanted to say that I'm so glad you're here, and that I'm sharing this message from me, from Source, to you. If we haven't had the chance to meet yet, I am Yeshua Way, or NC. And I hope you find this message and that it finds those it's intended for. I lift you up in Source, healing, love, light, and blessings, and my love, light, and blessings. Father Source has asked me to share with the chosen, the Lightworkers, 144,000, and the apostles. And there are quite a few, and I'm going to start with just telling you what a profound and beautiful impact you have made in this divine reawakening of the collective of humans, beings, souls, and planet or Mother Earth. Reawakening humans, beings, souls, and planet or Mother Earth, raising our collective vibration, connecting. I'm going to share a video soon about Source's divine plan and what I know thus far. And I have a message to you from Source. I'm going to start with some of the easy things, and that is that your efforts, your divine love, and practices and vibrations, your assistance in the divine reawakening is seen and so loved by Source, as well as by myself and many others. In the divine reawakening on planet or Mother Earth to bring in Christ consciousness, and we actually are in Christ consciousness, are seen and loved and appreciated, as are you. I look forward to getting to know you. This is really exciting, and I look forward to all the good work we're going to do, all the good fun, which is work that we're going to do to help humans, beings, souls, and planet or Mother Earth thrive, all of us, and to lead their very best lives in alignment, centered and grounded. This is such a beautiful gift and a beautiful calling, and I'm going to start with one of the easier messages that Source has asked me to share with you all. And I hope you know that I sincerely tell you this with a little bit of, there was a bit of resistance at first in me sharing this message with you, but I trust Source absolutely and completely, and I trust you and our divine path. And as you are divinely aligned, I know this message will reach your heart and make good sense to you. And at this important juncture in the divine reawakening, and it is a divine reawakening because we're divine beings having a human experience. So we're reawakening. Okay, here goes. As we're divinely aligned, and in whatever way you're participating, as a chosen, a light worker, 144,000, even an apostle. Sources asked me to ask you to consider aligning a bit further, and that our messages become more cohesive. It isn't that source or I want you to not be individuals that could not be further from the truth. But the divine message should have some consistency, and I think you would agree with that. And so those are some of the things that we'll be talking about in future videos, and it's really exciting. And I'm excited to learn from Source, to share that with you, to learn from you, to build this community. And Father Source has asked me, if you're divinely aligned, and if you are a chosen light worker, a member of the 144,000, an apostle, then you must be divinely aligned. Father wants to remind you that in your divine alignment, to think of Yeshua. Source asked me, this is a big one. Sources asked me to work on getting us on the same page as far as our core messages. And there's a really big thing that I want to talk to you about, and I hope you take it in the love and support that I share this, in which I share this with you. Father Source has asked me to remind you all, as we reawaken humans, being souls, and planet our Mother Earth, and bring in Christ consciousness, which we have entered. One of the really big ones, and it's kind of simple, so I think I'm going to address this one. I'm just going to say, in the most loving and gentle way, to express to you that as you're divinely aligned and aiding in the divine reawakening, which only benefits every one of us across this planet, please understand in that divine alignment that we are not charging for or gatekeeping healing modalities, centering techniques, awakening techniques, meditations, even readings, and channeling. I would say memberships. Source has been really clear that as you're divinely aligned, you understand that when Yeshua came to this planet for his teachings and to share his love and to prove that Source is here and Source is real, and teaches all so many beautiful things, Yeshua never charged. Yeshua never charged for his sermons, his teachings, his healings, teaching his apostles, ever. And if Yeshua did not charge for his teachings and healings, and his teachings and healings and sermons and miracles, then Source really wants you to think about whether or not it's appropriate to gatekeep or try to profit from the divine reawakening and all the modalities within. That includes healing, that includes private readings, to be clear, Source is not concerned about YouTube, because YouTube is a modality to, and other platforms, because that is a modality to share our messages, to have it in front of more individuals, to open their hearts and hopefully help them start aligning and awakening. So profiting in these platforms is really not something that Source is concerned about, but Father Source is concerned about charging people for retreats. He's concerned with holding information back regarding centering, grounding, aligning, meditation, healing modalities, and anything related that you're doing that's related to the divine reawakening. Source is asking you to consider the greater good, because charging and gatekeeping in this way in the divine reawakening is sincerely not divinely aligned. And that's a choice that you will have to make for you. What choice to make regarding that. But I sincerely hope you'll think about what I've said and what Source has said. The world reawakening, humans, beings, souls, planet or Mother Earth reawakening only benefits every one of us living in Christ consciousness, heaven on earth, in the truest, purest golden age, where everyone is thriving and everyone has everything they need to thrive in modern day times, as Source always intended, where we have the time to do what lights us up inside, which in turn only benefits not only every human being, soul, and planet or Mother Earth, but it benefits the fathom of the divine collective as well. And this is such a beautiful gift. And for those of you concerned about your income streams when it comes to not charging or gatekeeping, not doing retreats, not doing charging for healing modalities, I think I've said enough that you will know how this applies to you and your divine practices, and that if you are charging and gatekeeping in this way, that you will consider not doing so. Yeshua did not come to planet or Mother Earth to heal, teach, guide, and lead humans, beings, souls, and planet or Mother Earth, to teach them, to heal them, to perform miracles, to multiply fish and loaves, to feed the hungry, to teach them, to give them sermons, to teach the apostles. He did not charge for these things. And if Yeshua isn't doing it, what on earth would make us think that is something that we should be doing? And the biggest surprise of all that I have for you all, in the divine shift, the divine reawakening, in Christ consciousness, which again we have begun, it will come through in stages. There will be no money systems. There will be no economic systems. There will be no haves and haves not. There will be no class structures. And certainly not in any kind of dystopian way, but in the most beautiful divine way, where everyone has everything they need to thrive, and it's done in a way that is good for humans, beings, souls, and planet or Mother Earth. And you have the freedom again to do what lights you up inside. And this only benefits every one of us in the fathom of the divine collective as well. So as you're considering potential income streams, I would say keep that in mind, because this is happening. And I would also, I guess, say, if for any reason you're considering whether or not it is even worth it to you to consider with your light worker, your divine efforts, if you're not allowed to charge people thousands of dollars for retreats, etc., I would just say to you, that isn't divinely aligned. And as we move as we move further into Christ consciousness, we will have two shifts. We will have the divine shift, and we will have the shadow shift segregation. And the shadow shift segregation will be for those who are aligned with the deeply shadowed and the enemy, and those who are really tied to money and greed and making sure that they're profiting. You know, I don't really know that I would need to just tell this group of brilliant individuals what being aligned with the deeply shadowed looks like, except to say I would question your motives if you're having a problem thinking of losing that part of your income stream for the greater good, especially as it is a direct request from Source. And I understand that as of right now, you don't know me very well. Not yet, but you will. At least I hope you'll stick around to get to know me and you, because this is part of the divine plan. And it took me a year. I did start the channel, and I did put up a few videos. I do also have a few help things that I am working through that Source is also helping me with, but just being completely frank, it took me some time to come to terms with my anointed divine path. And not that I ever doubted my path or my ability to fulfill that path. I think the only thing that I was concerned about, which obviously I have at least gotten over enough to be this far, is making it public. And here I am, taking the leap of faith with you, with Father, and with the world. And it's going to be amazing. We have so much to do, so much good. There will be healing, there will be teaching, there will be guiding, sharing Source's true messages, reawakening humans, beings, souls, and planet or Mother Earth, raising our collective vibration, connecting. I'm going to share a video soon about Source's divine plan. And a part of it is what I've already told you. No money systems. There'll be no power structures. We're not building a new church, and we're not building any power structures. Those are a thing of the past. No intermediaries. We're not doing intermediaries. That is just, we're not doing that anymore. And I sincerely hope that you're also willing to walk out on this limb and take this leap of faith with Source and with me and with humans, beings, souls, and planet or Mother Earth as well. There's so much to do, and there's so much good coming. And we need to make sure that everyone remembers that they have free will, that they're giving their power away, and that the good that is coming in. I appreciate y'all. I cannot wait to get to know you and to work and have fun and play together. And we'll be healing, we'll be teaching, we'll be guiding, we'll be doing this around the world. And it's gonna be incredible.